Hi guys, I thought I would take the opportunity now that Mary's is still at work and tell you guys that I'm actually going to the States in April, which I'm super excited about. I'm going to meet a friend of mine who I met when we were both working in Disney, because I was there as an international cultural representative and she was there as a regular CP. And we actually lived in the same complex, and we met when I wanted company to go to Publix. And I actually tricked her because she thought we were driving and we were not. We were walking there at like 10 p.m. in the afternoon, which is why I didn't want to go alone, because it was like right next to iDrive. So there's like a lot of cars and stuff, and we were advised not to walk there alone after it got dark. So yeah, I'm actually going to see her. So I'm going to fly to New York, and then I'll spend the night at a hotel there. And my flight doesn't arrive until like 9:30 p.m. And then I'll just go straight to the hotel and check in, drop my luggage, go out to get some probably like food, and stop by a gas station or a store to pick up some stuff for the bus, because I'm actually taking Greyhound from New York to North Carolina, which will be exciting. I have traveled by bus before. We traveled with Megabus from Orlando to Miami to go to Magic City Comic Con in January 2 years ago when I lived in the States. And I've also used Greyhound. We went from Orlando to Savannah, which is like 7 hours, and then we went from Savannah to Charleston, which is like 2 hours, and then we went back to Orlando. The problem was that our Greyhound bus from Charleston to Savannah was actually delayed like an hour. So when we got to the bus station, we had to wait there for like 2 hours, and that was not like a big fancy Greyhound. It was barely like a station at all. They had a room inside, two vending machines who only took cash, and a toilet. That was it. And the guy behind the counter was just not at all helpful. We tried to ask him like, when is the bus coming, because we have to catch our bus in Savannah, and we only had like a 45-minute layover, or 30 minutes, I don't remember, either 30 or 45 minutes layover in Savannah. I swear my phone plings every single time I film a video. And yeah, so the guy was like, well, we can't call the driver because he's driving, and our GPSs can't find him, so we don't really know where the bus is. I mean, we're like, are you serious? Like, I was done at Disney. That was like my final trip, like I called it. Because when you're done at Disney as an ICR, you get $1,000 final paycheck to pay for your flight ticket home. And my flight ticket wasn't $1,000, so I spent most of it traveling on that trip to Charleston and Savannah, and also to St. Augustine. And that was a different trip though. We were driving there from Orlando. Anyway, so we he never get contact with the driver. So like an hour after the bus was supposed to leave, we finally got on the bus, and the driver says on like the speaker in the bus that everybody who has a transfer, don't worry, we've talked to Savannah and everyone's going to make their bus. So we were like, oh great, fantastic, we're going to make our bus, and we'll be in Orlando when we were scheduled to at like 11 p.m. Because my two friends, they got their days off of work, but they didn't have any more. And in Disney, it's like if you call in sick or something, you get a point, and if you call in sick too much, you get a reprimand, which you don't want, because if you get too many of those, you actually get sent home or fired, terminated in Disney language. So we were like, finally, we got on the bus. It was chilling. We were going to Savannah, and everything was fine. So we sit on the bus for 2 hours, and we finally arrive in Savannah, and there are no other buses at like the bus stop. So we walked inside, and we were like 7 people who were going on the bus to Orlando, or to Florida. It was us 3 going to Orlando. I know a guy was going to Jacksonville, and then a few more. And we asked the girl behind the counter, and she was like, well, your bus actually left like 15 minutes ago, because it had been waiting for us, but we never showed up. And they could not get the driver either because he was driving, and the GPS couldn't find the bus that we were on. That was like a Southwestern it was not a Greyhound bus. It was like some other company for who used like this South States, I guess. But yeah, so we were like, oh shit, because we were in Savannah 2 days prior, and we know that the hotel that we were stayed in, which is called Thunderbird Inn, it was like right across the road from Greyhound. So if we had to stay another night, we would actually stay there, but we really didn't want to. And she was, because it was like 6 p.m. and she was like, well, and I believe it was a Friday. No, it was not. It was a Monday. No, it was Sunday afternoon. I believe. I don't really remember the days, but whatever. It was at night at like 6 p.m. Or no, it was not. It was like 4 p.m. because we were supposed to be there, and it was 6 hours, whatever. So we finally get to the Savannah, and she says that the bus had already left like 15 minutes ago. So we were like, well, when is the next bus? She was like, well, the next bus available that I can actually get your seat on is 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. And we were like, are you kidding? Like, we're not going to wait here for like 15 hours. It's not happening. So the girl behind the counter is like, well, okay, hold on. She wanted to call the bus driver and ask her to turn around. So she picks up the phone and dials the phone number. I don't know why they couldn't do that with the first bus, who was delayed in the first place, but, you know. And the bus driver picks up the phone, and the girl behind the counter is just like, can you please turn around and pick up these people? And the bus driver actually says yes. She turns around, and she comes back for us. So 15 minutes later, we actually can board the bus, and we're headed to Orlando. And we're like, well, we'll get there tonight. We'll be delayed, but we'll get there tonight. So we drive for like a few hours, and we stop in Jacksonville, which was our largest stop, for like an hour. And she cut down the time in Jacksonville, and I actually think she drove the bus a little faster. So we actually got to Orlando right on time. We were there at 11 p.m. like we were supposed to be, which was fantastic. So my overall experience with Greyhound is really, really good. I've never been on Greyhound this long before. I think my bus takes like 15 hours. I'm going to check my reservation and see how long it actually takes. I downloaded this app. It's called TripIt, and you get like all your confirmations for like planes and buses and hotels and all of that in the app. And it looks like this. So you have like New York, blah 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 blah. I'll just find the bus. So I'm going there. Bus is leaving at 7:30, and it's there at 9:45. It was like 12-13 hours, which is not bad. And the reason it was shorter, because the one I actually was looking at left at 1 a.m. when I land at 9:30, but I have to go through customs and pick up my luggage and blah blah blah, and you never know how many people are there and how long it takes, and you never know like what kind of family you get in front of you. So I didn't want to risk it, so I booked a hotel in New York, and I actually wanted to do couch surfing, but I didn't get a respond. And then I actually got a respond yesterday, but I already booked my hotel. So what you gotta do. So yeah, I'm actually very excited to take Greyhound. I'm taking Greyhound from New York to North Carolina, and then I'll be in North Carolina from Monday night at like 9 p.m. until my bus leaves at 7:10 p.m. on the following Tuesday. So I'll be there for like 8 days at my friend's house. I'll be staying at her place. And I'm going back on Greyhound and going to Orlando, so I'll stop by Disney, because I have a friend who's hopefully going to get to let me in. She's an ICP now. ICR, sorry. Yeah, so she's hopefully going to let me in, and I'll be staying pretty central, which is nice. I'll be staying in the International Drive area, which I'm really excited about, because it's an area that I'm familiar with. And I'm definitely going to the outlets. I'm super excited for like Michael Kors outlet, and for the Victoria's Secret outlet. I'm going to Guess's outlet. And a friend of mine who, her bra size is like really, really big. She is struggling getting a bra that fits her. And the store at the outlet actually has her size. So she wanted to like send the money with me so I could pick up a bra for her. So I'm probably doing that. It's like an $80 bra. So it's like, wow, I'm happy I don't have that big boobs anymore. It's really nice. I have like a common size now, which is also kind of annoying because my size is always sold out. But anyway, I'll probably pick up a new couple of bras when I get back to Orlando. And yeah, I'll have one night in Orlando. But my bus will be there at like 11:45. Ooh, sorry. My bus will be there at like 11:45 a.m. So hopefully, if I'm really, really lucky, I get to check in early. And yeah, so I can go to the outlet and I want to eat. And my dentist is like my favorite place. So I'm definitely going there. And I want to eat at Chipotle, and I want to have some boba tea, and I want to have some pho, and I just want to go eat everywhere. And I want to have the Vietnamese sandwiches from like downtown, which I don't remember the name of the place, but so many good places to eat. And I just want to go back to all of them, which is not good at all because it'll probably be expensive. But I'm planning on saving up a lot, so hopefully that'll go like I planned, and no expenses that I didn't account for is coming my way. I have saved up like 4,000 Norwegian so far, and I still have 2 more paychecks until I go, which is nice. And yeah, so that was my Greyhound story and my upcoming US trip and all that. If there are any places in North Carolina or in Orlando that I really, really have to see, then leave them down below because I'm really excited. And it's like 9 weeks until I'm going, and I'm so excited, and I just want to go tomorrow. But I gotta pack, and I haven't applied for the travel authorization that I need yet because I'm Norwegian, so I don't need an actual visa unless I'm actually living or working there, which is really, really convenient, by the way, because we don't have to go to the embassy. We just apply for that online. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to start making some dinner. So I hope you liked this video. It was a little on the rambly side, but hopefully that's okay. And yeah, so remember to comment and rate and subscribe, and like follow my Twitter and my Instagram and Facebook, and all that stuff is right here. And I'll see you guys later. Bye!